Hey guys, what is up? We are back with another video, and today we're going to be doing a postseason sim in MLB 16 The Show. And I'm doing this because, as you may know by now, the MLB playoffs are in full swing, and shit's getting pretty crazy. The Mets won, or they lost a wild card game. They choked to Mad Bum, who's probably one of the best postseason pitchers ever. And, some other crazy stuff happened with the Blue Jays and Rangers and Orioles. So we're going to go ahead and do this sim just to see what happens in the game. And we're going to go ahead and select all teams. Same rules as always, of course. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say the Chicago Cubs are probably going to win in this franchise. Just like real life, they are probably going to win. Because they always win in this goddamn game for some reason. I don't know why, but, they're stacked, I guess. So we're going to go ahead and sim this first game. Blue Jays, Orioles. Let's see who wins the wild card in MLB The Show. And it is, in fact, the Toronto Blue Jays, just like real life. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the Mets did lose to the Giants as well. So, this is on track to be pretty realistic. So we're going to go over to the Chicago Cubs right here. We're going to watch it from their perspective because I'm 99% sure they're going to win. And there you go. Game 1, they get the win. Game 2, they actually lose to 11-1. Game 3, they lose. They win Game 4, and the Cubs win Game 5. So they move on to the NLCS to face the Dodgers. Let's go to the AL side of things. Let's see. Did the Blue Jays make it far? They did. They, in fact, beat Texas, and as you can see here, Cleveland did beat Boston. So now it's a Texas-Cleveland ALCS and Dodgers-Cubs NLCS. So we're going to go ahead and do this from the Blue Jays' perspective, or not Texas, actually. It's Toronto, but, same city. So we're going to do this from the Blue Jays' perspective. They win Game 1, Game 2, Game 3, lose Game 4, and let's see if they can clutch it out. Nope. All right. Oh, my God. 12-11. What a disaster. Oh, it's 3-3. The Indians have come back to tie it from a 3-0 deficit, and the Blue Jays actually win. So they didn't pull a 2004 Yankees. They actually clutched up and won Game 7. But let's see who's going to be in the World Series, and obviously it's going to be the Chicago Cubs because they never lose. Now let's see what happens here. We're going to sim to the elimination game, and we're going to take it from there. So Game 1, Cubs win or lose. Game 2, the Cubs win. Game 3, Cubs win. Game 4, they lose. Game 5, they lose. Game 6, they win. And now we're up to Game 7. So I'm going to go ahead and play this game, and I'll show you guys the highlights here and what happens. It's going to be at Toronto. So let's see what goes on in this. Alright, so here we are in Game 7 of the World Series. Toronto Blue Jays and Chicago Cubs. This one is going to come down to the very last out. So here we go. We pick up in the first inning with Anthony Rizzo hitting, and he's going to go ahead and ground into a... No! They throw it into left field! The Cubs are going to have men on first and third with one out. A terrible mistake by Encarnacion, and now Ben Zobrist hits with one out, and that is going to be a double play. So the Cubs cannot capitalize on the error. So Kyle Hendricks is going to be the starter for Chicago. As you can see, pretty dominant in the playoffs so far. He's looking to continue his recent stretch of success and hold this Toronto Blue Jays offense to a small offense. They've put out 2-2 to Encarnacion in the first inning. He's going to be grounded to second base and thrown on to first. So, early on, nothing going for either team. Now in the second, Jason Hayward lines a base hit into right field over the head of Encarnacion. So he gets the job started for the Cubs, and let's see if they can capitalize here. Jorge Soler lines one into the gap in right center field. That one is going to get down. Hayward will go to third. Soler will go to second, and the Cubs are set up. They have second and third and one out. Now here is Addison Russell. He grounds one to shortstop, and that is going to get the run in. So now 2 outs, a man on third, and the Cubs have taken an early lead. They can't capitalize with the man on third, though. However, in the bottom of the inning, Hendricks strikes out Melvin Upton to end it. Now Chris Bryant hitting the next inning. He gets a base hit. And the Cubs are looking set up once more. First and second. Now bases loaded. 2 outs. Soler lines one over too low. No, he makes the catch. He saves a couple runs there. And now Hendricks back to work, striking out Saunders. Next batter, Donaldson. He goes down on strikes. He is in complete control here early on. Now here's the Cubs once more. 2 on, 2 out. Soler grounds one sharp to third, but Donaldson makes a nice play to get him out. So they've been struggling with runners in scoring position. Now here's Bautista with the bases loaded, and he will ground into a double play to end it. So neither team really hitting well with runners in scoring position. Now Hector Rondon comes on, as you could see, dominating in the playoffs. He strikes out Kevin Pillar. Josh Donaldson, he does the same thing, almost ground ball to short. Russell throws it to first, and that's going to be the end of the inning. The Cubs have gotten through 8 scoreless, and now to the 9th. Aroldis Chapman, 1-2 to Encarnacion, strike 3. See you later. Next batter, Jose Bautista. He gives him a nice little changeup. He waves and misses, and the Cubs are 1 out away from winning the World Series. Troy Tulowitzki, Chapman deals, and it's popped up to second base. And the Cubs have won the World Series for the first time in over 100 years. As you can see, everyone on the team is so excited. And that's going to be the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. It really means a lot. And thanks for watching, and I'm out. Peace.